Alright, so Harrison Ring here, and I'm going to be telling about my top 10, our best movies of 2019. So, 2019. So here's the thing, we're not going to do not just top 10 or 15. We're going to talk about top 20 best movies of 2019 that I'm going to be ranking. Alright? So before we get in, we got our top 20. So here I'll have for some honorable mentions, then 20, I'm just going to go like quickly on those ones, then go like right to like 10, which I loved the most, alright? So, let's get right to it, but here are the honorable mentions. How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. People who are fans, don't be mad at me, alright? I do love that movie, but it had some flaws, alright? Angel Has Fallen. The Lion King 2019. Terminator Dark Fate. Late Night. Zombieland Double Tap. Rambo Last Blood. It Chapter 2. Midway, and Frozen 2. Alright. Yeah, now let's get into our 20s. Like, I'll just probably say, like, quick ones, and then maybe 10 I'll probably explain, like, a lot, or probably explain the ones that were, like, the best ones I would probably explain, alright? Number 20, John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. So, John Wick 3 is the third John Wick movie, and it's really the best trilogy, all the John Wick movies, since I own all three. Like, I own the first one on DVD, the second one on Blu-ray, and the third one on a Blu-ray Steelbook, alright? Because, like, John Wick's probably the best assassin character ever made. Like, probably more than Jason Bourne or James Bond. Or maybe, like, I don't know who else. So, John Wick's, like, the best trilogy, and 3's, like, the best out of all of it. 19, Shazam. Which it's a fun DCEU movie with Zachary Levi. It was a great casting as Shazam, and Mark Strong is a very good, like, casting of a villain, alright? Because I thought it was a perfectly decent villain casting, alright? Great villain cast, and it's a fun movie, which I enjoyed. Number 18, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, the most enjoyable MCU movie ever. Like, this movie was fun and really enjoyable. Alright. Like, the movie was fun. Like, I would probably be, like, watching this, like, 17 times or something, since, like, Captain Marvel is, like, yeah, now the most popular MCU characters of all time now. Like, she was very popular since Brie Larson was really great in this movie. Number 17, Ford vs. Ferrari. Ford vs. Ferrari, Matt Damon and Christian Bale's performances were amazing in there because, like, this movie was not just more talking about car racing. This was, like, more like friendships or what you're really most into or what you really want to get done to, like, save something. So, that's how people are just, like, that's how, like, Henry Ford is usually wanting to get the business all fixed. So they try to build a race car to beat Ferrari at the 24-hour Le Mans. Alright. And Ford vs. Ferrari, amazing directing by James Mangold, and great casting decisions for Matt Damon and Christian Bale. Like, I like those two cast members because Matt Damon's Jason Bourne and Christian Bale's the Batman. Number 16, Knives Out. Knives Out's a very fun mystery thriller film that was, like, mostly like a huge comedy. Alright? Like, mostly a comedy. So every time this girl, every time she explains something, every time she lies, she vomits. Alright? And as you see, my Star Wars Rise of Skywalker shirt. Alright? So Knives Out was, like, the most fun mystery thriller, like, because Daniel Craig's performances was, like, amazing, because maybe he could be, like, winning for, like, best actor in a musical or comedy in, like, a leading role, or maybe a supporting actor, or a supporting role. Alright? And, like, also, I would definitely buy this when this hits Blu-ray or DVD. Like, mostly I have Blu-rays like this one, or maybe this one. Like, so far, maybe I'll do a sneak peek on my Blu-ray collection video. Blu-ray DVD collection video. I have a lot, but I'll show you it someday. Because maybe when I get a lot of movies, I'll show you that, alright? So, number 15, Jojo Rabbit. So, Jojo Rabbit is a Nazi World War II movie, which it's mostly a comedy, because the first act was all comedy hilarious, because I loved how Jojo Rabbit and Hitler were like imaginary friends or something, like when Jojo uses Hitler as an imaginary friend, which that was like the best out of all of it. And I did love the American music that they did, like German remix in the whole movie, which that was like so enjoyable. Like I was like, and this was like the best adapted screenplay or original screenplay I ever experienced. Maybe this could win for screenplay. Like, if you haven't seen it, go see Jojo Rabbit. That movie's awesome. It's a great film. Alright. Number 14, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So we got all the other ones down. John Wick, Shazam, Captain Marvel, Ford vs. Ferrari, Knives Out, and Jojo Rabbit. Number 14, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's the 9th film that's directed by Quentin Tarantino. Leo and Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt had like amazing performances in there, because like Leonardo DiCaprio's character, that's Rick Dalton, that he was like trying to be a very good actor, and then like, because he was been like years ago, he used to be in this TV best series called Bounty Law, and like this guy was like making him like be into these like Italian movies, which I was like that would go down his career. But since like I know of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I would show you about these postcards. I would love to show you. See? I got the Walmart exclusive on Blu-ray plus DVD. And as you see, all the poster pictures that Rick Dalton had, and that's the original one. And that's the Nebraska Gym Operazione Dynamite. So, and yeah, I love the movie. And, I mean, there was, like, not enough Margot Robbie, but she was also awesome and kind of a bit sexy in there. So, that's what I liked. And it had also great stylish in there. And this also had amazing soundtrack that I would listen to over and over again, since I do own the CD. You see? I own the CD. And probably this is one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino movies. I'll just probably watch it over and over again. So that's for Once Upon. Number 13, Brightburn. So Brightburn's a superhero horror movie, which Brightburn's a superhero horror movie, which it's used by it's like Superman, but it's evil. But this kid named Brandon was like young, and he was like 12 years old or something. But then like when he had this brain was like telling him this and says, "Take the world." It was like unbelievable. As I was like, oh boy, here we go. Like I was super ready for it, and see how the jump scares go. And yeah, Brightburn was like a cool, interesting superhero movie I would watch. So yeah. So, and yeah, Brightburn, I would probably watch it. I would definitely watch. I definitely liked it. It was a very great movie. Number 12, Booksmart, which Booksmart's one of my favorite high school movies, which it's like the story about these girls who they don't go to a lot of parties because they wanted to be focused more on their schoolwork, but yet now they only wanted to go to this one party, and that was literally just it. And this was like the best out of the whole movie, and like there was like a lot of great performances in this comedy, hilarious, raunchy film that I would just be loving to watch over and over again, since I really loved Booksmart. And they had a lot of great moments in there. Number 11, Spider-Man Far From Home, which it was a very twisted MCU movie, which it was more twisted than Homecoming. But I mean, it's like the same level as Homecoming, but it had more twist into it. Like, who is the real villain? Like, when all these like random like monster characters like fire or water or wind, lightning out of all of it. But the real villain was Mysterio. As you see, I own the pop figure version. Like, I actually own the Walmart exclusive. Because the one with the Walmart exclusive, it glows in the dark. But I have the other light on, so sorry about that. So, yeah, I mean, Mysterio's villain, I just, like, probably wanted, like, more information on him. Like, they didn't show really enough about him because, like, if he was just, like, a normal villain, like, this was probably, like, a whole setup. Like, the whole twist was, like, what if this thing was a whole setup during the whole movie? And then that would be, like, the most surprising film out of all time. And then a lot of Marvel fans would have been very, very angry and be like, why? This franchise lied to us! No! Like, I would have been like, well, that's just great. Just great, bub. So, yeah, Spider-Man, I literally enjoyed. I mean, it's not as good as Avengers Endgame, which is my #1 favorite, but I seriously loved it because I thought I kind of did, but this was, like, more better than Homecoming, all right? Number 10, The Farewell. So The Farewell was a great foreign film. I don't know if it would win, but maybe, or I don't know if it's really a foreign movie. But The Farewell was really a very great, like, movie about with Awkwafina going to see her grandma since, like, her grandma was dying. And there was, like, this family thing that she was, like, very uncomfortable with, but she had to be with them so, like, she can spend time with her. And like, she was just, like, doesn't want to see her leave or something, but that was, like, the thing all I know. But Awkwafina's performance was very amazing. The directing was amazing. The soundtrack's amazing. Everything in there was amazing. It's just except the pacing. Like, I know it was a short movie, but the pacing was just very, very, very slow. All right? Like, that's all I can know. But I sincerely loved it, since it's like one of my great movies, but probably not the best ones, or something like that. Alright. Number 9, Us. Us is the Jordan Peele movie, which Us was awesome and intense, because, like, Jordan Peele's directing, he could be the next horror movie director, and his directing skills would be legendary, since I own Get Out and Us, which Jordan Peele did directed Get Out, which Get Out was awesome. And, like, the whole story about it was, like, awesome. Like, how, like, the family, we had to fight the same family, but they were from the sewers, when they had, like, red scissors and talked, like, I can't speak it correctly, because I would probably lose my voice. Like, what's it? I don't know. Us. So Us, Jordan Peele's Us, was a very great movie, and I loved how the picture was on that poster or something. I really loved it. So Us, great movie. Us was like one of my favorite Jordan Peele movies, but when there's more, we should call it the Jordan Peele universe, if he's going to be the legendary director. Alright. Here we go. Number 8, Rocket Man. So Rocket Man was the story about Elton John, and it's the story. It was like how Elton John's life was, but this whole movie was just literally a musical. Literally a huge musical. Alright? So Rocket Man was like the most best Elton John film I experienced, and Taron Egerton was amazing as Elton John, because, like, I loved how his whole characters were, and, like, how he was, like, telling about his life, and then how it was all a musical, like, to experience and enjoy it. When I saw this at a screening, I was like, let's see how this goes. But then when I saw it, I was like, this is amazing. I gotta see this again. So yeah, then, like, the whole scenes were like, you'll probably love this one by one, scene by scene. You would just be going over it. And there was, like, a couple of scenes I kind of got lost with, but then I got it all fixed up. Number 7, here's one that nobody didn't mention of best movies of 2019. Something that I probably say that nobody didn't answered for in a while. Here's one I said of number 7. Like this one came in February. Like I loved, but had like best stuff in there. It's Aleta Battle Angel. Aleta Battle Angel. So, Aleta Battle Angel was really great. A great film because, like, I saw this in 3D RPX. And, like, when you see this in 3D, you're gonna, like, experience how amazing visual effects they did, like, with all the explosions coming to your face. Like, just pretend like, this 3D thing was like a ride. Like, if you saw this, you would probably be like, woo, woo, and like stuff like thrown in your face, like flinch everywhere, be like, no, 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 something like that. All right, so Aleta, this was like a very great sci-fi movie because like it had very great soundtrack and very good casting because I liked Edie Skyrin was in there, and I also liked I forgot who was the actress's name who played Aleta, but she was good too, and Michelle Rodriguez was good in like her back past story or something. I just really didn't like the ending when like she raised her sword and about to fight this guy, but then the credits come on. Like when I saw the credits come on, I was just like, oh, come on! But the rest in there was just good, but it's just how the ending was. I just didn't like the ending. So, Aleta Battle Angel. Number 6, Bombshell. So Bombshell was a great Fox News true story movie by this idiot named Roger Ailes, who has been harassing all the ladies in there, which that was like, I didn't like how his character was. Like, I was like, what an idiot this dude is. Cause like, when you be a boss on Fox News, you have to do your good job and be nice to people, alright? And yeah, Bombshell, I just liked how the whole stylish movie was, like how like Margot Robbie was like all dressing nice, like that was amazing, and like she also had a very great performance. Nicole Kidman had a very great performance, and Charlize Theron had a very great performance. Like Bombshell, this movie would get a little twisted, a little like news fighting war story. It would be all over that. And yeah, like I would seriously think this could be an Oscar nomination, but we don't know yet, because like this weekend is going to be the Golden Globes. So whatever I could probably vote, we'll see how this goes. So Bombshell, great movie. Alright, so here's the top 5 I really loved a lot, and these movies are going to be the big films I've seen this year. So the top 5 are on this list, and here's what's going to be coming out of my mouth. Alright? Alright. So the number 5. This movie I saw last night, which is up now on my channel. Ladies and gentlemen, number 5, Little Woman. Little Woman was a spectacular drama film that's based on a book. I love the casting. Greta Gerwig did very, very amazing directing. The costume designs were like unbelievable. Like you would probably love the designs, like how pretty the girls were in the whole movie, The Little Woman, and you'll probably loved how the whole story was. But the thing was like just the pacing was just like how the pacing was just the same thing how the story went. But the whole thing was like writing about her like she had a bad trouble life or something, but then she was just writing about how her life was. This character named Jo. And Jo's character I loved. I loved Meg's character. I loved Amy's character. They had a lot of great comedy humor into this too. Because Little Woman, I would definitely be watching this again and again. Just because, like, here's the thing I'll tell you. I never read the book, but I'll definitely see this again and again. Maybe just like on Blu-ray or DVD or something. Alright. Number 4. Okay, number 4. You might be a little bit angry with me or something, but just get used to it, alright? Number 4, Avengers Endgame. So, Avengers Endgame is the... Avengers Endgame is the MCU movie that we've been waiting for the previous 22 years. It's been 22 years we've been waiting. And this movie was amazing. Like, all the scenes in there, you're gonna cheer for this film. You're gonna probably be like, woo! Be all that. Because Avengers Endgame, like, amazing how the whole movie, when, like, spoiler alert, when all the MCU characters come back together for an epic showdown. That was, like, the best scenes I've seen in my entire life. And then Robert Downey Jr. is gone, which is going to be very sad, which I'm like, a lot of people cried to that movie scene, which that was, like, the best out of all of it. So, Avengers Endgame, number 4. Number 3, Parasite. So, Parasite's a South Korean foreign movie, which I was in the edge of my seat watching this film. At the end was super twisted when this family's rich. Everything, this movie's subtitles, just a reminder, everything I saw was just off the charts when I was just, and the director, Bombshell, I think it's like Bombshell Who or something, or I don't know. He did amazing directing in there, great casting, and maybe this could, like, win for Best Foreign Movie. I would love if this win Best Foreign Movie, because Parasite was amazing out of all of it. Because, like, it tells, like, how much story it falls, how much story gets twisted, and you would probably be, like, in the edge of your seat, like, staring into the screen like this. Alright? So, number 2, The Lighthouse. So, The Lighthouse is filmed in black and white, filmed all in the 1800s, and this movie, I loved it, because Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe's performance was crazy and insanely good. Like, insanely good. Like, really good. Because, like, when their performance of acting in there, they had to be a little more crazier. And, like, sometimes they usually had to need each other. Like, these were, like, two lonely lighthouse men that were just stuck on the island. This whole movie's filmed on the island. It's like this. Are we going from, like, place to place? We're just filming in, like, it's like this. Are we filming in just one place? No, we're just filming in one spot, and that's it. Alright. And yeah, the whole story gets very crazier, more crazy. I mean, I just loved it out of every inch, and I was like, I had goosebumps when I saw this movie. Like, I literally had goosebumps. Alright. I think you'll probably know what's number 1. Number 1, the best movie of the year. You would probably be loving of my surprise. Number 1, Joker. Joker is my number 1 favorite movie of the whole year. Like, I thought it was going to be Avengers Endgame, but nope, it's Joker. Because I thought Joaquin Phoenix's performance was amazing. Like, he just beat the entire level of the whole Joker. Like he just literally beat Heath Ledger's. Because you got to see how his performance acts, like, when, like, he has, like, some kind of laughing disease, when his is, like, all drama. Like, Heath Ledger's once, he was, like, acting all crazy and, like, torturing people out of all of it. But he was trying to bring laughter to the world, and people treated him like garbage. And yeah, so that's gonna be, and the cinematography, I loved every inch of it. I loved Todd Phillips' directing. Joaquin Phoenix's performance was unbelievably, insanely amazing, and I loved the soundtrack. Like, I would probably love to buy the score CD or something, or buy the whole soundtrack of the movie. And great, like, cinematography. So that's going to be it. So that's my number one favorite movie of 2019, Joker. All right, so that is all I got for top 20 best movies of 2019. We had a great ones this year. I had some of the 2010s, like, I can show you which ones I had. Well, I had some, like, I may do, like, the top 10 anticipations of 2020 on, like, Wednesday, January 1st, but I'll tell you them later, so I'll save them for later, alright? Like, here's some I had of the 2010s, like, top 5 best musical films. Like, here's ones I had: La La Land, Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, Rocket Man, Yesterday, and A Star Is Born. Honorable mentions: Bohemian Rhapsody. And honorable mentions of top 5 best top 5 best of these movies of 2010s, but yeah, that's going to be all I can show you. But I can give you quickly on the top 10 best action movies of the 2010s. Like, here's number 10, Fast and Furious 5 through Hobbs and Shaw. Number 9 is MCU Infinity Saga, John Wick Trilogy, Kingsman, The Secret Service. 6 is Nonstop. Number 5 is Baby Driver. 4 is Logan. 3 is Wonder Woman. 2 is Mission Impossible Fallout. And number 1, Mad Max Fury Road. Alright, here's the top 5 best animated movies: Isle of Dogs, The Lego Movie, Coco, How to Train Your Dragon Trilogy, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Alright, so that's all I got, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.